Class 6, welcome to your English language class. We will continue with chapter number 10, verb tenses. In our previous class, we have already learnt about simple present form of tense as well as the present continuous form of tense. Today we will learn about simple past tense and past continuous form. Now, what is a simple past tense, children? A verb used in the past tense indicates an action that has completed in the past. For example, I went to London. Here you can see the verb went is the second form of the verb, of the main verb go. And the action of going to London took place sometime in the past. That is what is indicated by the second form of the verb go, that is went. Now, just like the simple present tense could be used in or can be used in affirmative sentence, negative sentence, yes, no questions or WH questions, the simple past tense also can be used for all these sentence types. The simple past tense, when used in an affirmative sentence or in a negative sentence, in a yes, no question or WH question, forms certain sentence structures. Let us see what the sentence structures are. In an affirmative sentence, as you can see here, children, it is a subject plus simple past tense form of the verb. For example, she sang a beautiful song in the concert yesterday. So, she sang a beautiful song. She is the subject and then we use the simple past tense, that is she sang. Sang is the simple past tense. For negative sentences, she did not sing the song beautifully yesterday. Here you can see the subject plus did, which is the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do. Then we use the not, the negative word, and then the base form of the verb. So she did not sing the song beautifully yesterday. Sing is the main form of the first form of the verb or the main verb. Interrogative sentences. For interrogative sentences, we use the structures like past tense form of the verb. This is for a yes no question. Do plus subject plus base form of the verb. Like, did she sing a song yesterday? So did, that is the past form of the auxiliary verb do, plus she, subject. Did she sing? Sing is the base form of the verb, and then we talk about the object or the complement. For WH question, it is a WH question word which will be used first. Then the past tense form of the auxiliary verb do plus the subject plus the base form of the verb. So, what did she sing yesterday? What plus did plus she plus sing. Okay, this is the usual structure. Now, uses of simple past tense. The simple past tense form, children, is used to talk about a past event, as I have already discussed. To indicate past habits, some action which was done habitually in the past but is no more a part of the habit now at present, and to narrate a story. So, to talk about a past habit, let's see the example given here. I studied in Burdwan University. Past event. So, this is an action which happened in the past. To indicate past habits, as a child, I always woke up early. So, this again refers to an action which was done habitually only when I was a child. To narrate a story, once upon a time there lived a king. You know, this is something very common, a very common beginning line that we begin sentences with. Many such narratives are written in the past form of the verb. Now, moving on to the past continuous tense, children. What is the past continuous tense? This kind of verb indicates an action that started in the past and continued for some time in the past. So, this past continuous tense indicates an ongoing action in the past. For example, look at the example given here. Grandmother was watering the plants when I visited her. So, I visited her, this is already in the past. When I visited grandmother, there was already an action going on. Okay, what action was that? That grandmother was watering the plants. So, this refers to an action already going on at some time in the past. Now, let's learn the structure of sentences in the past continuous tense. If you see this timeline given here, I was teaching in Kathmandu. The timeline talks here about 2003 and 2009. So at present, when I say I was teaching in Kathmandu, so it obviously means that this was an action that I continued in the past, okay, which is shown here by 2003 to 2009. The action of teaching in Kathmandu continued from 2003 to 2009. That was a past action and does not continue anymore at present. Structure now. Read the following sentences. I was reading a book when you came. See, an action which was going on at the time of, at some time in the past. So I was reading, I subject. Then we have the auxiliary form of the past auxiliary form of the be verb, that is was. Then we have verb plus ing being used, and then the object or whatever complement we use. Simran, she was driving my car last week. So Simran was driving my car last week, or he was driving, or she was driving. So subject plus past form of the be verb was plus verb plus ing driving, then the complement or the object whatever. So this is the structure that we use for a present for a verb used in the past continuous form, was or were plus verb plus ing. Now when do we use the past continuous tense? We use the past continuous tense to talk about an ongoing action in a particular period in the past. To talk about an action that was going on for a particular period in the past. I was living in Hyderabad from 1994 to 1997. So this is an action which continued from 94 to 97. This was a continuous action of me living in Hyderabad for those 3 years. To indicate the repetition of an activity during a period of time in the past. Okay, so when we also talk about actions that were continuously being repeated at a certain time in the past, that is also expressed in the past continuous form. Like, our neighborhood dogs were barking all night. So an action that repeatedly took place the previous night, because the previous night means the past, and something that took place again and again, a repetition, therefore is in the continuous form. I hope you have understood, children. Listen to this explanation and go through the book. Also try to do the active exercises that are here. Once working out these exercises, you will find the chapter very easy. Thank you, children. Have a nice day. Bye bye.